First, we collect Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla's Carnival Empire. Now we collect Disney and Pixar cars from all three movies. Let's do some reviews on these cars. What is up, guys? Welcome back for another review video. Today, we're going to be reviewing my entire Disney and Pixar cars collection, all made by Mattel. So this is going to be a really awesome reviewing video. And as you guys see, I have all the cars lined up from Piston Cup, from Cars 2 to Cars 3 and Radiator Springs. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing 3 separate videos. So first we're going to start off with Cars 1, and then next Friday, Cars 2, and the Friday after that, Cars 3. So this is going to be really fun. So anyways, if you guys haven't subscribed already, hit that like and subscribe button. It will really help me out a lot. And we are almost to 60 subscribers. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with part 1 of my cars collection. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off from Piston Cup and make our way to Radiator Springs. So first up for the Piston Cup racers, we have is Lightning McQueen, which he is number 95, and the sponsor that he has is Rust-eze. And as you guys see, we're going to go through the details on him. So we're going to go ahead and get the camera to focus a little bit. So right here, we have all the sponsors that they're not blurry at all. So they're a little bit blurry, but not too much. But as you guys see, this is actually all the Piston Cup racers are made silent. So that's it for McQueen. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next Piston Cup racer, which is the King, which he is number 43, and the sponsor that he has is Dynaco. So there's his sponsors that he has on the side of him. Not too much like Lightning McQueen and all the other racers, but this is a really nice Piston Cup racer. So we're going to put him to the side right here. And now we're going to go, next up is one of my favorite ones. And that's going to be Rolf Carlo, which is the Little Turkey Pistons racer. And his racer number is 117. I like those red rims. The blue color, the white, and red works good with this guy. And yeah, so that's it for Rolf Carlo. Now we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be Hall in Gas, which is the retread racer number 79. I love the lavender color that he has. And I also like the mustache right there. And the mustache on the Tyler racer, it's a little bit bigger because the China one is like a little bit thin. But anyways, that's it for Hall in Gas. And for the last Piston Cup racer that uses the Nitro Wave model is going to be Chuck Armstrong, which is the Mood Springs racer. And as you guys see, he is number 33. I like the dark blue or navy blue, and that works good with the black. And as you guys see, this is actually one of the few Thailand Piston Cup racers that uses the Nitro Wave model that does not have their teeth painted in white, which is kind of weird, but it's not that bad at all. So that's it for all the Nitro Wave Piston Cup racers, and now we're going to move on to the RPM Piston Cup racers. So we're going to start off with Dave Alternators, aka Davey Apex, which is the revolting racer, number 84. And I do love the color on this one, and I hope you guys don't mind that. Mine's is pretty chipped up at the front, but I did try taking care of it. But here's the back. But overall, this Piston Cup racer is not bad. So we're going to go ahead and put it right here. And the next RPM Piston Cup model racer that we have is Billy Oil Changer, which is the Octane Gain racer. And he is number 58. And I love the orange and the black. That works good with Billy. Yeah. So that's it for Billy Oil Changer. Now we're going to go ahead and put him right next to Davey Apex. And the next RPM racer is the RPM racer itself, which is Whitford Bradford Rutherford, which is RPM. And he is number 64. And I love the orange, blue, and yellow color that works good for him. And yeah, so all of these RPM Piston Cup racer models, like some have I don't know if it's a mustache or a grill, but some of them have them, some of them do not. But anyways, the last RPM Piston Cup racer model that we have is Ryan Shields, which is the View Zine racer. And this is one of my favorite RPM Piston Cup models ever. And he is number 39. And I do love the teal on the side of him, which looks really awesome. But sadly, they don't have the dark blue on the front of his hood. But I do love the rims on this one. So there it is. But overall, this is one of my favorite RPM Piston Cup model racers ever. So we're going to go ahead and put him right next to Whitford Radford Rutherford or the WBR. But now we're going to move on to the leakless model. So we're going to start off with Floyd Mulvihill, which is the Gaspin racer. And my dude, his headlight's a little bit chipped up. So, anyways, here's numbers. His numbers is 70. And I love the blue and yellow that works out for him. And there's the front grille of him. And there's the back. And this one has 3 window bars, while some have 5 window bars. So we're gonna go ahead and put him behind McQueen. And the next leakless pistol car model we have is Krusty Rotor, which is the Vinyl Toupee racer. And I do apologize that I didn't knock out the camera, which I'm trying to give it support. So here's his front grille, and he is number 76. And I do love the lavender pink that this guy has. So here's the back of him. This is actually one of the few leakless model pistol cup racers that have the tail lights. So yeah, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and put him right next to the King. So there we go. Now Godzilla's radio tower did fell out, which I'll fix it later. So anyways, next up we got is Murray Clutchman, which is Sputter Stop. And this one's another one that has a little bit of chips on it, which I'll hopefully fix later. But anyways, here's the front grille. And his number is 92. I like that shade of green and orange and white on this diecast. So yeah, that's it for him. And now we're going to move on to the next one, which is Ernie Gearson, which is the Spearmint racer. Now, if you guys heard my last videos, that I did call him Ernie Spearmint, but his real name is actually Ernie Gearson. So anyways, his number is 93. And this is actually one of the few leakless pistol cup racers that do not have the taillights, along with Floyd Mulvihill. So yeah, that's it for him. So we'll go ahead and move on to the last pistol cup racer in the Cars 1 series that I have for right now. And that's going to be Claude Scruggs, which is the leakless racer. And this is actually one of the first leakless pistol cup models that they ever released. So he is number 52. And I do love the black, white, and yellow color that this guy has. So yeah, so that's it for leakless, and now we're going to put him right next to him, and that's all the pistol cup racers that we have for Cars 1. And here they are all lined up. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to Radiator Springs. So let's do that right now. So starting off with the Radiator Springs characters, we're going to go ahead and start off with Fabulous Lightning McQueen. Now, mind you that mine has a little bit of chips, which I tried taking care of it, but I think it came like this when I got him. So as you guys see, he has this really awesome red chrome paint job that he has. And he has his headlights. And as you guys see, his tires are actually white walls, which looks really nice. And there are the bumper stickers that Lizzie gave him. And it actually did remove his spoiler, which is kind of unfortunate. But this is actually one of my favorite Lightning McQueen paint jobs that this guy has. So yeah, anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next Radiator Springs character, which is going to be Sally. Now, as you guys know, that this one's actually a Porsche, so you can tell because of that Porsche logo. But anyways, here's her Porsche rims, and there's her expression. And as you guys see, she is covered in glitter. So yeah, now here's the back view of her, and there's her license plate that reads 3011 PCE. So there it is. And this one does not have the pin strip and tattoo behind her like some of the Sallys do. But we're going to go ahead and put her right next to McQueen. And the next Radiator Springs character that we have is Mater with the small tow hook. So as you guys see, there's Mater right there. Pretty old looking because he lost his paint when Radiator Springs was lost now. So there he is. So we're gonna go and put him right next to Sally. And the next Radiator Springs character we have is Doc Hudson. And as you guys see, just like Lightning McQueen, he has also white walls. So there he is. And on the bottom base is like fully chrome, which looks really nice. So anyways, here's the back of him. So here he is. He doesn't have a license plate because he used to be a Piston Cup racer back in the 50s. So there he is. So now the next car that we have for Radiator Springs is the Sheriff. Now I do love this design, and like Donkey McQueen, he has white walls as well. Like all the old school cars always have white walls, because rims were not invented back then. Or actually, yeah, regular tires were not invented back then. So, anyways, here's his license plate. Mine's a little bit chipped up. So yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next Radiator Springs character, and that is going to be Sarge. So there he is. There's the star right there, and he's actually a military car. So there he is. Actually do like this Sarge a lot. So there he is. So now we're gonna go ahead and take a look back of him, and here's his license plate that reads F1WW2. Wait, actually 41WW2. Yeah, my bad. It's like a little bit small. So, anyways, next up we got is Fillmore. Now this is actually not made by Mattel. This I got him when I at the Disney store back when I was young. Like, he's in a pretty mid condition. Like, I can see on the bottom, there's a crack right there. But, yeah, he's made out of plastic. But not the best quality ever. But I am still trying to get a full die-cast Fillmore. But, anyways, on to the next one, which is going to be Lightning Ramon here from Cars 1 at the Los Angeles International Speedway at the Piston Cup to support McQueen. And as you guys see, he has a really awesome cherry red metallic paint job. And there's a lightning bolt, and I'm sure the China one did have the black lining around the lightning bolt, which they kind of removed it for some reason, but it's still cool. And as you guys see, he has his blue window tint, which the original China one had the black one. So anyways, here are the taillights, and the license plate reads low and slow. But overall, this is actually one of my favorite Ramon paint jobs ever. And for the last car in the entire Cars 1 line, which is going to be the Ramon from Cars Tunes, which is the Radiator Springs 500 and a half episode. And with that, and here we have all the Radiator Springs characters. And I'm still missing like Lizzie, Red, Flo, Luigi Guido. And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm still missing a couple more for Radiator Springs and Piston Cup. But don't worry, guys. I'll be on the lookout for more. But anyways, that's going to do for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed part 1. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys at part 2. Thank you for watching.